everybody. Hold on. I don't know if I should turn on the light. Yeah, I'll turn on the light. It doesn't even make a difference. Whatever. Okay, so this is gonna be a vent session, and yeah. So basically, yeah, I'm just gonna give the introduction. You know how I've been venting a lot online lately, like on here, and I just decided that I want to make it into episodes where I just vent and I speak my mind, because I don't want to drain people of their energy. I don't like calling people and telling them my problems. You know, it's just like, why? You know, why not just put it on here, and then the people that actually give a fuck will click on it, right? So nobody can say I forced them to watch. I never force anybody to watch my videos. You just click on it because, I don't know, you just decided it. You ask yourself why. So today, where do I even start? So I'm just gonna say, like, the first thing that comes to my head, because there's a lot that has happened. Me and my toes. There's a lot that has happened, and yeah, there's just a lot that's been going on, and it's been going on completely not how I expected it to. And am I worried? No. Am I scared? Yes. Am I worried? No. Because let me tell you a little story. When I was 16, I decided that I wanted to move out of my mom's house because we were fighting too much. We don't fight anymore, but anyways, okay, we'll get to that in a little bit. We used to fight a lot, and yeah, I was just always arguing with her, and she was just always trying to control me and make me do like stuff I didn't want to do, and then shame me for not doing it, or whatever. So anyways, I decided, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. And I remember the boyfriend I had at the time, he was all like, "Hi, Derek." He was all like just treat her nicely. She's your mom, blah blah blah. And I was like, and I would get mad at him. I'd be like, "You do not know my mom. You don't know her." And later on he realized, he was like, "Yeah, I didn't know her. I thought she was different." But anyways, this story, like everything that I share on here, like it's just where I'm at the current moment. It's not like facts or anything. So how I feel right now doesn't mean anything, basically. It's just how I feel right now. So whatever I say on here, yeah, you can't use it against me, cuz this is just where I'm at right now, and tomorrow I'm going to be a different woman. So, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I left, right? I left to my aunt Lupita's, and she was nice, and it was nice. I had weak boundaries, so I got fed up there because I wasn't speaking up. Like, I wasn't setting boundaries. I wasn't saying, well, no, no, no. And even if I wanted to say no, I couldn't, and I felt really bad. So I just ended up really like flipping out, and I was just like, you know what? I can't. I gotta go. I gotta go. Because at least at my mom's place, I could argue with her. But I didn't have to argue with anyone. I could have just said no, but I didn't feel like that was an option. I coming from a home where no saying no was like not an option. It's just like you go somewhere, and they don't have the same dynamic as your family. You're not sure of that, especially as a young girl. You're not sure that that's not really how, like, a thing, that's not really how people relate to each other. and that you don't have to stay quiet. That if you don't like something, you can speak up, and if you like something, you can say that too. You don't have to worry about making people feel uncomfortable unless, like, you're just being mean. Then yeah, obviously don't be mean, and obviously don't sexually harass people. But anyways, where was I going with this? Yeah, so I went back to my house, to my mom's house, and what I hated was when I called her. Well, she would call me. She would call me. She would be like, "I need you. Why did you leave me?" And blah 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 blah. And I would be like, "Stop calling me," because I didn't have that strong sense of self. I didn't have that willpower. I did have it, but I just didn't want to have it. I didn't allow myself to have it because I was too um like the shame was too intense for me, so it just it's just too much to bear. So I went back, and she was like, "Oh, no, no, no. If you want to come back, you got to go to therapy." Like, bitch, I've been to therapy 1,000 times. That's therapy's not going to you could take me to therapy for the rest of my life, but if you don't know how to respect boundaries, we're going to keep having problems, and I'm going to keep getting away from you. Why? Because I'm my own individual, and I have my own needs, likes, and desires, and characteristics. And I'm not saying, like, kiss my ass. That's never what I meant. That's never what I mean. It's just let me be me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you what to do. So why are you trying to tell me what to do? Just because you can? Just because you're the one that has the power right now? I just think that that's so fucked up what parents do sometimes. That's not that's just that's not how I'm going to raise my children when if I have some. I don't know if I'm going to have some in the future. But anyways, yeah, and I was like, well, fuck it. And I told her, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to therapy. I was like, it's pointless. It doesn't change anything. And then she was like, well, I'm sorry, but if you want to come back, you have to go to therapy. I was like, fuck it. I just want relief of to say something, like, no, I want to go here. No, I want to go there. Plus, my aunt couldn't drive me that often because she was working and she had her own stuff to deal with. So I felt really like caged in, and I was struggling going to work and the bus and like, and then for some reason I decided to get 2 jobs because I was like overworking myself. For what? I don't know. Oh, I remember why. Because I was so desperate. I just wanted money, and I wanted a lot of it just so I could get my own place and just run away from everybody. And I was like, I'm gonna get this job, and I'm gonna get this job, and then I'm gonna buy this mic, and I'm gonna make music, and I'm gonna make money, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And I was too hard on myself. I was not being real with myself. Like, I was not giving myself that rest. I didn't even know. Like, I just didn't know how to stop. I didn't know how to take a break. And what do you know? I got hit by a car. I was like I was like, I was at on a bike, and then I was going to the gym, and I got hit by a car. And the next day I went to work. So it's like I was not treating myself with respect. I was not treating myself like an individual because I didn't know who the hell I was. I didn't know. I couldn't, like, I don't know how to explain it to you. I thought I just lived for other people. I lived for people. I lived for their approval. I lived for their acceptance. Like, that was my thing. Like, it was not making me happy. No. No. So that wasn't real. It wasn't true, but it was just the only way I knew how to survive. Because my mom, it's like, oh, well, I'm going to kick you out, or like, oh, she never threatened to kick me out, but she basically, she's taken me to places against my will in Mexico and shit like that. So it's like, I just felt like I didn't have an option. I just felt like, I guess I was traumatized because I was like, well, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Or also, I felt I didn't deserve it. I felt I didn't deserve the freedom that I wanted. I felt I didn't deserve that true self-expression that I wanted, because anytime I did do it, it was just like it wasn't received well, or it was just misunderstood. So it was just really rough. Anyways, I went back and things went worse. Things got worse. At the beginning it was like cool. It seemed like she had started focusing more on her than me, and I had came back, so I kind of ruined it, you know? She started focusing on me little by little. After a while, I was dating, yeah, I had my boyfriend at that time, so I was hanging out with him a lot, blah blah blah. So she left me alone because she trusted him. And then after some time, yeah, that's a whole other story. There's a whole other bunch of events that happened, but that's a whole other story. So pretty much a bunch of shit happened, like a year or two passed, and then now I'm here again, and I'm like, okay, okay, let's try this again. Because literally, like, the whole year I was like miserable, miserable, miserable. I was like, God, just take my life. Just take my fucking life. Because I was looking for a job over there. I could not find a job. It was like a small town. And I could not find a job. And I was just looking what it's like to go to therapy. Therapy therapy's okay. I'm actually gonna go to therapy when I move to my aunt's again. I'm gonna start going to therapy, but um I would say it's nice, you know, to have someone to listen to your problems. But like I said, like, I mean, it I don't like draining people's energy, so that's why I'm doing it online. But I recommend it. I would recommend it. Just make sure that you pick one that really you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it when it's like, okay, this is my type of therapist, and or like, nah, this therapist is kind of weird. Because I did experience some weird therapists that were just weird and not compassionate and just weird, like weird. So yeah. Anyways, back to the subject. Um, I was with my mom, and I was like, damn, no, I gotta go, but I don't know where to go. You're welcome. I didn't know where to go. I was like, where am I gonna go? There's nowhere to go. And I was literally, I looked on Craigslist. I looked on Craigslist and I was looking for places that I could just stay at. Just, I'll clean the house. I don't care, but I just need someone who's not on my case. Like, I'll clean your house, but just leave me alone and let me save up so I can get my own place. But little did I know that it was never about, like, it's about, yeah, obviously move yourself from the circumstance. If it's not working, if we're not compatible, move yourself. Move yourself from the circumstance. But if you can't, you develop coping mechanisms, and that's exactly what I did. That's for so many. I've had like addiction, bulimia, and all kinds of crazy shit happen that I didn't know how to cope with it because I didn't even know what was going on. And now, do you do dares? Dares? No, I don't do dares. But yeah. So, anyways, that was a freaky question. But yeah. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try again. And it just made me really upset too that she had bought a puppy. Cause well, okay, I'm like all over the place. She had bought a puppy, and I told her, don't buy the puppy. Don't buy the puppy. You're not gonna take care of it. And she was just like, oh well, um, you don't have to. You don't have. It's for me. And I was in my head. I knew she was just making it up. I feel like, yeah, she tried to manipulate me in a sense, and that's what makes me upset and so angry at her. Is that now when people are like, I'm not gonna let that happen anymore. But she made me feel like whenever she's doing something nice, it's like there's strings attached and there's something that she's wanting. So I had trouble receiving. And so therefore now I'm going to I just told her straight up, you know what? I'm tired because I was taking care of the dog. Because literally, she left the dog in the backyard, and he was just crying. I had already been taking care of it, and I just wanted like a little break. But I realized she literally just doesn't give a fuck, and I'm like, what? Why did you buy the dog then? Like, just so you can, like, what do you think they're like? What? I told her you need to give it back or you need to sell it or something because I'm not gonna take care of it. I'm leaving. And she's like, you're leaving? And I'm like, I told you like 3 times already that I'm leaving. I told her 3 times, 4 times after today. I literally, it just frustrates me because it's like, why? Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like a baby? Why are you acting like, because the third time I told her, she was like, I was about to go to the restroom, and then I told her, and she was like, "No, I need you." I was like, I told her straight up, Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. You don't tell me that you need me. Okay? You don't tell me that. What kind of mom tells their child that you need I mm-mm. Mm-mm. And we're not even gonna discuss when I needed you and you weren't there. And I was a kid and I was a teen and I was a babe. I was all of those above. But you want me to take care of you like a baby? No, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna. And then like, no, fuck that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. Mm. No, no. And you know why I'm so angry? I'm so happy. I'm proud of myself that I'm angry because like anger is better than shame. You're moving up because like shame is like you still believe it and you feel powerless. But then what was I saying? The second one? Oh yeah. Anger, sorry, I get distracted. Anger is you still believe it to a certain no, I think it's when you just yeah, you believe it to a certain extent but you stop believing it, and it's just like you're taking your power back in a way. You're just like Urgh! So yeah, I'm empowering myself because nobody supported me at that time, and that's okay. I'm not saying I wanted somebody to have. It's okay. I'm glad nobody did because now I know I don't need anybody to convince me. I don't need anybody to prove to me that when something's bugging me I have to move, I have to go. If if my if if this circumstance is not my ideal circumstance and I can tell, go. If I don't want tomatoes on my food, I don't want tomatoes on my food. Okay? Don't get offended if I don't want tomatoes on my food. I just don't want tomatoes on my food. Well, why don't you want tomatoes on your food? That I don't like tomatoes. Well, that's not a good enough excuse to not want to like what? 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 I don't this doesn't need to apply to you. It doesn't need to make sense to you, lady. Okay? My whole fucking life, you made the choices. You made the choices. When I was a kid, I would tell you, don't leave me with this babysitter. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Damn, I want to even cry right now because it's real right now. It's real. Like I would cry to her and be like, don't leave me. Like just pick me up already. You know what I mean? Pick me up from school. Never pick me up from school. She would forget or she would lag the fuck out of it. Like oh my gosh. So it's like what, what I'm not your I just feel used. That's the feeling. I feel used. I feel like an extension, like she has gotten this idea of me as an like her, like you're mine. I'm not yours. I'm not yours. I'm not anybody's. You lost property or possession of me, whatever the fuck, when I lost my innocence. You were not my, like, well, you're my mom, right? But you're not, you don't own me. You don't own me. You don't know what's best for me. I know what's best for me. You know how I know? Because are you in my body? No. Are you the one that tells me when I need to take a shit? No. Are you the one that's going to tell me when I'm thirsty? No. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Are you the one that was there that told me how to manage with those crazy people in rehab with the mind? I managed it. I managed it. All of those, all that shit I went through, all those obstacles, all those challenges, all that pain, all that shit, I did it. I did it. You probably put me in those circumstances, which helped me, which is what made me like, damn, this is what I'm made of, you know what I mean? But you're not the one that, I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. And damn, it feels good to talk about it because I don't want to throw this at her anymore. I don't want to tell her anything. I don't even want to be mean to her. I don't want to say anything to her because it's just like she's probably hurting so much. Like for you to feel like that about your kid or your daughter, for you to treat them like that, you must be in pain. For you to treat that puppy like that, you must be in pain. You know what I mean? You must feel empty. And I know what feeling empty is like. It's, you want to kill yourself. You want to grab onto anything that you can to feel alive. And I get it. But it's just like, damn, dude, like, really? Like, are you done feeling sorry for yourself? Like, are you done? It's been years, bro. It's been years. Maybe I'm being arrogant right now. I don't know, but I may be, but it's just like the inner child in me is upset. She's pissed off. She's pissed off that she's the one that feels bad. Like what? What? No. You're grown. You're grown. You say you know what's best for me? We'll figure out what's up with you. Why are you crying? Like, I get it if you're like, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna miss you and it's gonna suck, but I love you and I want what's best for you. Yeah, that's like, I would get that. But she was crying like, I already told you why. I already told you why I don't agree with what you're doing. Don't agree with what I'm doing? I'm just gonna go to my aunt's and live there. And I told you I wanted to come visit. But now I don't want to come visit. Because if you're going to be having this negative energy, it's a waste of my time. Why? Why should I have to come and why? No. I just wanted to go to a bigger city because I never wanted to live in this fucking small ass town. Okay? Not one day have I gone out. And it's been still like 5 months. And I've just been like healing and doing a whole bunch of shit, but internally. So I took this as rest and integration and all of that shit from all the shit that has happened in the past, because I knew I had to pick myself up eventually, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to. You know what I mean? So it's just like, why? I don't know, man. It just frustrates me. I don't want to cry cuz like how Trisha, I don't know if you guys know Trisha, the one with the blonde hair and the big boobs. She cries all the time, and I would be like, "Damn, how is she crying on her YouTube channel?" It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel frustrated. I guess I just feel frustrated because I just feel like for so many months, like I tried to show her, I tried to explain to her like how I'm feeling, and it's like she never saw it. She never sees it. And she would tell me like she does this thing where she tells me, "Oh, I'm sorry for what I did in the past. I just want you to be happy now." And I'm like, "Good. Well, this is what I want to do." What? Why are you do like, you know what I mean? It just makes me not trust her when she says something. And thank you for telling me to follow my dreams. I am going to do it. I am going to do it. I am doing it. Like a couple months ago, I wouldn't have never been able to record this video, to be honest. I was way too insecure. I was way too closed off. But I can't be closed off anymore because that shit can fuck up your body, your whole life. It can make you sick. Damn, that shit that hit some old emotions that triggered me a little bit. I think I'll just cry a little bit later. But it's gonna be okay. I'm just astonished or astounded. I'm just like surprised that she still doesn't get it. And she's gonna have to eventually. I have a feeling she's going through the dark night of the soul next. No, I'm just kidding. I don't I don't want to say I don't wish it on anybody because it actually really does show you who you really are, like the dark night of the soul. But it's really tough. It's really tough because everything that you thought you could just hold on to, it's like life just takes it from you, and you're like, what? This isn't me. This isn't, and that's a painful experience. That's a super painful. Like I'm telling you, I had to take like 3 years off from life, 4 years off from life. I put it down. I took 4 years off from life because it was too much. I stopped going to school junior year. The fuck? Somebody called that number because of people calling me like some people that I don't even know. Yeah, I'm gonna change my number. I'm so sick of it. People calling me from Independence, California. I didn't even know there was a town called Independence. So yeah, I feel like she's going through the dark night of the soul now because she lost her business. She had to give it up because it wasn't making any money anymore. She had to move from apartments. No, oh, she had to move from her apartment. We moved towns, and now she lives here in back in her old house, and everybody left. It's just her in this house, and it's just like she has nobody to control. Like her husband left. I say her husband because they're not married, but I'm just gonna call him her husband because he might as well be, you know. But yeah, my sister left. She was sick of my mom telling her what to do. My mom doesn't tell me what to do anymore. She gave up because I really like held my ground like a little bit after. Like at the end, I was like, no, you're not gonna tell me what to do. I was very aggressive, like just taking her car and just leaving her over there in Mexico. And like, I was just crazy. And then now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, okay. I let out my foi, I let out my anger, I let it all out. And now I just want to genuinely just do what makes me happy. I don't know what it is yet. I know I like venting on here. I know I love helping people. I know I love music. Like literally music. Oh my god. I could listen to it all day. I love dancing and I love yeah, I just like taking care of not taking care of people. No, 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 no. That's not. I just like helping. I like helping. Like how I took care of the dog. That's only because I decided to help, not because I want to take care of it. I don't want to take care of it from now on, you know? And yeah, I don't know what's next, and that's the scary part because I would have wanted her by now to tell me, you know what, just take it easy, it's okay, you're gonna be okay. So I guess I'm not gonna get that. That's fine. I'm gonna tell myself it's gonna be okay, even though it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So if I can go through all of that in the past, I'm pretty sure I can be happy because it's mostly like the fear of being happy and the fear of things being okay. It's like, oh my god, everything's okay. Like there's no way, you know. And yeah, we'll see what happens. They're gonna pick up the dog. Yeah, she's giving it away, so I'm gonna give the dog a bath and like I'm gonna take a nap first of all because I woke up way too early, and last night I couldn't like I woke up at midnight and I was just like, so I'm gonna take a nap right now, and that little puppy I'm gonna put coconut oil on it so it can be soft when I after I bathe it, and then yeah, and then I'm gonna give it to the new owners. Thank God, though. Thank God that dog's. I don't trust my mom with that dog. I'm sorry. She lacks attunement. But yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say for today. And shout out to whoever stayed the whole time. Literally, damn, you're a real one. Like, thank you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. And I hope this live helped you in some type of way, or you just this entertained you, and have a nice day.